to Thanksgiving episode of FoodTok TV, chopping it up with Father. How is everyone doing today? My name is Benjamin. I'm excited to be here for you on Thanksgiving Day, cooking, and I'm going to be doing some kind of like some more showing you ideas of what you can do that is more appetizers. Because so it's Thanksgiving Day. Every Thursday in the month of November, I have been showing you guys different things that you can do for Thanksgiving. So by now, you should already have a plan for Thanksgiving. I've shown you about, let's say every Thursday, I've shown you about maybe, I would say over 15 dishes and cocktails that you could do. So today the idea is showing you, okay, you might have guests at your house, right? And you might need to entertain people. You're going to be having dinner maybe 5 to 7 hours from now. What do you do for food? Or what do you do for drinks? That's kind of what we're doing today. So that's the goal. But also during my live today, if you have any questions about cooking, I'll do the best I can to help you. I went live yesterday and it seemed like a lot of people had a lot of questions about cooking. So I'll be more happy to help you out any way I can. But first I'm gonna take some bread. I have some leftover bread that is sourdough and also some Mexican bread, which is called a bulio roll. I'm gonna first toast this in the oven, put a little bit of olive oil and salt and pepper. But if you're new to this chat, let me know that you're new and also let me know where everyone's from. I appreciate knowing where everyone's from. Hopefully everyone's having an amazing day. So perfect. Simple bread, gonna put it in here. Now, I'm also cooking for Thanksgiving too. So there's some things you're gonna see me do that is not necessarily for today, like for the episode, but I'm also doing so I can show you what I'm doing for my dinner tonight. So what I've done is my turkey, I actually have roasted the neck bones and also the gizzards and the heart and all of that. So I've roasted them for about a good hour, and I'm gonna make a nice, rich kind of broth stock in that. So this is gonna be for later, but this is to add another depth of flavor. So I'm adding it to a pot of water, and this is what I'm doing for later for today. But if you see my lives, I always do stuff where I'm trying to reuse items. I never want to discard items, right? So I'm reaching to my bag of tricks I have. I save a bunch of my frozen ends, my frozen scraps. So this is what I'm doing for my broth later. I'm going to grab some mixed carrots, celery, leeks, onions. These are parsley stems. These are all the scraps I use and I save. There's even Brussels sprout shavings. There's whatever you can think of a vegetable is, that's in there. So that's going to be for a future broth I'm making for later. I will use that for gravy. I will use that for stuffing. So, and all I did was use the neck bones and the hearts and the gizzards. But everyone, where's everyone from? Let me know where everyone's from at. So I'm going to be making quite a bit of things. We have Tennessee in the house. Who in here likes hummus? Do any of you like hummus? And also, who in here likes goat cheese? So I'll be making a hummus dip, be making a goat cheese dip. I'm going to be making a charcuterie board. We're making some cocktails. Today is the day to show you, hey, you're hosting people right now. Dinner is 6 hours from now, 7 hours from now. People were hungry. People were thirsty. Here's what you can kind of do for them. Maybe not necessarily identical, but you can come up with some ideas, okay? So who in here likes mimosas? If I may ask, who in here likes mimosas? Hey, Tina, how are you? Who in here loves a good mimosa? Does anyone here love a good mimosa? That's what I want to know. Anyone love a good mimosa? Let me know. If you love a good mimosa, give me a thumbs up or something. Give me something that says, I like mimosas. And me, okay, I got a couple me's, yes, mimosas. Okay, perfect. Well, I'm going to start off with slicing some oranges. So we're going to show you how we do this. I'm going to show you a nice, fun mimosa that you can do. Now, it takes a little time to pre-plan, but I'm going to slice some oranges. Just do some wheels, right? And then slice them in half, in half, in half. I'm going to keep slicing them in half and see how many I can get. Then I have these nice, cool little ice molds, right? Square ice molds. And what I'm going to do is stuff them in each ice mold, okay? That's all I'm going to do. And keep stuffing. But anyways, how's everyone doing? Carol, how are you doing? What's everyone up to today? Are you guys cooking today for Thanksgiving? Or are you going to someone's house? What's the plans for today? What's the most exciting dish you're excited to enjoy? What's up, Rick? How are we doing, Rick? You doing good, sir? Let me see what's going on here. Okay, there we go. Happy Thanksgiving. Oh, Fran, what's going on, Fran? Fran, how did you know I'm making cocktails? You came at the right time, Fran. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm making cocktails. I think you can tell that already. Because I know you and you love a good beverage. Am I right? Okay, so far I have put orange slices in these molds, right? What I'm going to do next is get some rosemary sprigs. In each little cube, I'm going to put a few rosemary sprigs in there, okay? And you're going to see what I do eventually and how it comes out. I'm going to put like 2,000. You could put a stem in there if you want. The only problem there is rosemary is a strong herb, so you have to really like rosemary, okay? So I'll leave it up to you depending on how much rosemary you want to put in. But as you can see, I'm just putting some rosemary in there. Like I said, this is for a mimosa. So you'll be able to see in a little bit what this purpose is. So who here likes rosemary? I came to find out what a pomeletto drink is. Oh, you mean a paloma? Oh, I'm not making a paloma today. I'm not making a paloma today, if that's what you're referring to. Okay, next, here's what we do. So remind me again, who likes mimosas? Who likes mimosas? I want to fill this with orange juice. Who in here likes mimosas? What kind of mimosas do you like? Who's had a mimosa already this morning? That's what I want to know too. Oh, and with Becky, how are you doing today? Nice to see you. Hopefully everyone's having a great Thanksgiving. Today, my Thanksgiving live on FoodTok TV is a little different. Every Thursday in November, I've been showing you dishes you can make for Thanksgiving and cocktails. So the way I look at it is I've given you about over 15 recipes of things you can do. So by now you should have a plan for Thanksgiving. My goal today is to kind of show you, hey, you're probably hosting people over, or maybe you're going to be maybe you're in charge of some snacks because you have a bunch of people at your house. I'm showing you kind of what you can do right now at someone's house, or you can do at your house to kind of cater to people, okay? I came to find out, okay, so I see Carol says she's going to her friend's house. So I'm going to put this in the freezer. But here, we're going to do TV magic. TV magic. Look at how quick that froze. Isn't that awesome? Isn't that amazing how quick that froze? So here's what we're going to do. Let me freeze these. But I'm going to show you how cool this is going to be. We are going to take these ice cubes out. Okay? So look at this. This is going to be for mimosa. Carol, what's going on? So this is going to be for our mimosa. I figured I need to start off with the mimosa. Does that make sense, everyone? Am I allowed to do that? Are you okay if I start off with mimosa? Okay, let me put this away. And next is take some Prosecco. And I got a rosé Prosecco because I wanted to feel fancy. So I like to drink with my pinky out. So let me show you guys something. People were scared to open sparkling wine, and I'm going to show you it's actually not that scary. Hey, Amy Jo, sparkling wine is really not scary to open at all. It's about a technique. Okay, so here's all you got to do. Okay, trash. You take your foil metal ribbon away. Take this neck away. So here's how you open wine. You don't need a towel. You can use a towel if you're scared to, but you don't have to. So all you got to do is turn slowly and pull. See, notice how I tilt it sideways. Turn slowly and pull. Turn slowly and pull. And then you will see it will open up. There we go. You don't have to worry about anything. Then tilt your glass sideways. Tilt the bottle sideways. Pour slowly. You will get more product out of this. If you pour this standing up, you are going to waste a lot of product because of all that foam. So what it is, you're just throwing money out the door. Okay? So, mimosa. What's going to happen? It's going to melt. The ice is going to melt, and the orange is going to help flavor it. So it's already starting to melt a little bit. You can see the color. So there's that. Now what I'm going to do is plug this in. Perfect. Put this away, and we'll start working on some food. or some snacks, I should say. Is that okay? If you think I should start working on snacks, give me a thumbs up. If you think I should start working on some snacks, give me a thumbs up. So, but that's it. What do you guys think about that? That's a mimosa. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is start working on hummus. Who in here likes hummus? Does anyone here like hummus and goat cheese? So I have in this bowl. Hey Teresa, how you doing? In this bowl, I have goat cheese. I have roasted garlic that I've done myself. There's chili flakes. There's fresh thyme. I am going to put some salt and pepper in here, a little bit. And if I didn't say there's Parmesan here, there's also Parmesan here too. Okay. I'm going to add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. I put olive oil in my wine bottles. Okay, perfect. Then what I'm going to do is grab a glove because the goat cheese is really creamy. I don't want to get it all dirty in my hands. Never ever had it. You never ever had what, Marie? I'm going to mix it up. I'm going to combine it really well. Now, this is at room temperature. This is at room temperature right now, okay? So this is a goat cheese that I was able to get to room temperature. There's a mixture of chili flakes, fresh thyme, Parmesan, olive oil, salt, pepper, and roasted garlic. And all I'm doing is mixing it really well together. Then you're going to see, all I'm going to do is grab a ramekin like this, okay? And I'm going to put it in there. Oh, you never had hummus before? Well, you'll see hummus, it's made with chickpeas, which is also garbanzo beans. So perfect. Okay, so you see this right here? That's the goat cheese dip. What I'm going to do is put this on this sheet tray right here. I'm going to put it in the oven for 15 minutes. Now, I'm going to check on the bread that I put in earlier. I'm going to check on the bread because I put bread in earlier. Let's see if it's toasted. It needs probably about another 3 minutes. So I'm going to put it in for another 3 minutes. Okay. But I'm going to set a timer right here. Timer 15 minutes for the goat cheese. 3 minutes for the bread. I actually have some nuts I'm going to be toasting. This would be for a charcuterie board. I have pecans, walnuts, and blanched almonds. So what I'm going to do is put them in my pan, let them toast up for a little bit, and let's start working on the hummus. Technically, the way you say it is hummus. You got hummus. And then you got to use that back of your throat. So in here, I have chickpeas. Happy Turkey Day, Buddha. How you doing? Hey, Mustard Queen. How you doing? So if you already missed it, I made a mimosa that is with rosé prosecco. And what I did is I pre-froze orange wheels with rosemary and orange juice. So while the ice is defrosting, the orange juice is going into the champagne, or not the champagne, to the prosecco, I should say. And it's a mimosa now. So that's that. But let's work on a hummus. So what's in here is garbanzo beans, roasted garlic, some cumin, and then also what I'm going to do is add some lemon juice. And so this is really simple. This is a nice little dip you can make. Tahini. Does anyone know what tahini is? What is tahini? Can anyone help describe what tahini is? I would love to see what you guys know about tahini. How would you describe tahini to someone who does not know? I'm going to use about 1/4 cup of tahini, just eyeballing it. How would you guys describe tahini? Let me know. Ground sesame, yes, perfect. The best way I can describe it too is like, think of peanut butter, but with sesame seeds. That's the best way I can describe it. But that is correct. Perfect. There's that. Also, what I am going to do when I make my hummus, based on recipes I've seen and things I've been taught on how to make it, having ice cold water helps. It makes it a little more fluffy, airy, just something about it. So I'm gonna pre-warn you right now. It's gonna get a little loud in here because I'm gonna turn the food processor on, okay? So excuse the noise level, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start processing this. I'm gonna add some oil to it, and then I'm gonna add the cold water, okay? So hopefully it's not too loud. So if you can hear me, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay. Next, I'm going to do is add some water, some cold water. I literally have ice in this water, and I'm going to just do it again. Just keep the process going. Okay. So I do have parsley to add to it, but it's more of the garnish. Now, when it comes to hummus, hummus can be very territorial depending on who you talk to and what region you're from. So it's hard to say where hummus came from based on my studies, but it is a very territorial subject. So I've learned a long time. Don't argue with someone about where hummus came from, because at the end of the day, both are going to be right and both are going to be wrong at the exact same time. So just know that. Um, but at the end of the day, we know it didn't come from America. Let's put it that way. That's just my opinion. That's just my best advice on what to do. The goal is to make it very creamy and smooth. That's my goal right now. Thank you, Inigo. Hello, Beth. How are you? Thank you, Daisy. So now, if you don't have a food processor, it does make it tough. You could still grind it. Let me taste it. Still needs a little more time, but it needs salt. Taste wise, it's good. I just need the texture to be different. So I'm gonna add some pepper. I'm gonna add a little more water and a little more olive oil. And actually, I'm gonna try to get rid of some of this ice because the ice is taking over. There we go. But who in here makes their own hummus? Do any of you make your own hummus? I saw Daisy Dog said her boyfriend, her ex-boyfriend did something like that. Ex-Egyptian boyfriend. Carol, how you doing? Awesome. So let's take a sip of the mimosa while this is happening. You get the rosemary out of it. That's really awesome. Let me see if I like this consistency now. Almost there. So the thing with hummus, for me, it's about the right consistency. The taste is there. I don't have to worry about the taste. It's about the consistency now. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Sorry if it's really loud. So the good thing about today, all of my recipes today will be on FoodTok TV. They'll probably be up by, let's say, the end of today, if not early tomorrow. But because of the holiday. But okay, my hummus is done. Let me take this away. Let me scoop it into a container that I need to scoop it into, because the hummus will be part of a charcuterie board that I'll be doing. So let me just do this. Let me take the blade out. You don't want to cut yourself. But hopefully everyone's having a good day. What is the number one dish you're excited for today to taste today on Thanksgiving? What is your number one excited dish to taste on Thanksgiving? Let me know. Mine is Brussels sprouts, mashed potatoes, turkey. Then what you can do is you can hit it with a little bit of parsley, which I'll chop up real quick, and hit it with a little. I prefer to hit it with a little bit of parsley for garnish, some paprika. But then what I like to do is create a dip, a well, and then you add a little more olive oil top. Perfect. So this is simple hummus. This will be part of a charcuterie board. So what I'm gonna do right now is set it aside. So that's ready to go. Tastes amazing. Okay, someone says banana pudding. I felt that's quite thin. You felt quite thin? I mean, that's where I said it's a matter of preference. It's definitely a matter of preference. I like that texture. So bush beans came out with tahini. Did you blend with? I blend with garbanzo beans, which are also chickpeas. They're both the same type of beans, just different names. But it just depends on what you want to call them yourself. So like I was saying earlier about tahini or about hummus, hummus can be very controversial on texture and taste and preference. on how it's made. So that's the one thing that's great about food, though. Everyone has an opinion. So no one's right or wrong, just a matter of opinion. The only thing I can say anyone will ever be wrong in, if anyone ever tells you it's okay to cook your chicken to under 165 degrees, that's the only time I'll say someone's wrong. So, but otherwise, let's work on the next dish. So I have a sangria that we're gonna be making now. So I have a nice craft here, but in order to get the sangria going, this is another cocktail that you can make in advance, or another wine beverage you can make in advance if you would like to. It just needs to sit for about 4 hours. Now it still would be good if you enjoyed it in less than 4 hours, but I recommend 4 hours. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab a bowl first. I'm gonna grab some maple syrup. Now this is my version. There's different types of sangrias, so you can do whatever you feel is best. You can even just use sugar. You don't have to use maple syrup. You can use agave syrup. And then next is some brandy. I don't know who in here likes brandy. I'm not asking about the singer. I'm asking about the liquor. Who in here likes brandy? We'll do about 1/4 cup of brandy. And then we're going to use some red wine. So if anyone does not know how to open a wine bottle with a wine key, I'm going to show you real quick. It's actually really not that hard. But before I do that, let me take a sip of coffee. Hey, Sid, how you doing? Beth says can't find what. I love it no matter what it is made with. Oh, okay, perfect. So I want to say thank you for tuning to FoodTok TV. Brandy is awesome. Yes, that's actually traditional. Brandy is traditionally with sangria. I want to say thank you for tuning to FoodTok TV. We are the longest running live daily cooking show on TikTok. We've been going strong since 2021. My name is Benjamin. I'm every Thursday. I'm the day show on Thursday. The show's called Choppin with Father. And I thank you for being here. And I tonight there will also be another show. Trini will be on at 7 p.m. Central. And so she does a great job. She's going to be showing you some things to do with leftovers. That's going to be great. My concept today is kind of showing you, if you were to be hosting people right now at your house, and you're probably be having dinner like in 4 to 5 hours from now, you probably need something to feed your people with right now. They're hungry or you're hungry. So what I'm going to show you is things that you can do to keep people fed, because there's going to be quite a bit of time until food is ready. Like in my house, I still probably got about, what time is it? We probably won't have dinner for another 6 hours. So in my house, my family needs to eat. So I'm going to be able to feed them a little bit. Now the drinks are going to, of course, be me for my wife, but I'm going to pour a little bit of wine in here, just a little bit. The reason why I'm doing this is I need to break up this maple syrup. I want to infuse the maple syrup because it's really thick. If I would put it in the bottom of this craft, it would not dilute. So my goal is to dilute the maple syrup. Hopefully this makes sense to you. Hey Becky, how you doing? But so look at the sangria now. Now it's all the orange cubes have melted. Look at that. Look how cool that is. It's mixed with orange juice and rosemary and prosecco. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is pour this on the bottom, because now it has been diluted. And then we'll start working on all the ingredients that we're going to add to the sangria. So first, it's fall, cinnamon stick. We're going to do cinnamon stick. I have these little crimson apples that I'm going to add. So I'm just going to be adding little pieces of crimson apples. They're little cute apples. They're cute. They're little cubed. They're literally small. So I'm going to be cubing them up. And I'm just going to keep adding them as we speak. Have you guys ever had a crimson apple? Hey, Drama Show, how you doing? Zoraida, how you doing? Okay, my Thanksgiving dinner was a huge success. Oh, perfect. Thank you. I'm glad to hear you did that. That's awesome. Good job. You should be proud of yourself. So yeah, yesterday I did a lot of prepping. Now I will say this. This is a public service announcement. If your turkey is still not defrosted right by now, put it in a sink with some cold water, please, and keep it running. You need to make sure you have some cold water and you're constantly keeping that water running, okay? So that's what you need to do if you're not haven't done it already. Okay, perfect. Just checking out my timers. So what was funny is I stopped by the grocery store early this morning because I had to get something. So it was like I think I had to get apples. I can't remember what it was. Something simple. And I asked the clerk saying, "Hey, how many people really buy frozen turkeys on Thanksgiving morning?" She was like, "You'd be shocked how many people do it. It's almost impossible to defrost and cook at the same time. It's so yeah, it's try to best you can to defrost your product now. Okay." But right now I'm making a sangria. If you're just tuning in, this is a type of beverage you can make in advance where you could cook it, or not cook, you can assemble it. And these things about 4 hours to set itself. Thank you for the heart, me, appreciate it. And it's really so you can put anything you want in there. Now the one I'm doing is with red wine, so it's your choice on how you want to do this. I use a Spanish red wine. You can use any red wine you like. If you drink it, do it. And I'm gonna add some diced up lemons. Add some. I diced up some small apples. Okay, we're gonna let this infuse. I have some orange right here that we're gonna do. Same concept. You could add, if you, depending on how fancy you want to get or what flavors you want to add, you can add pineapple. You can add pears. Do what you like. It's your sangria. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do it. As long as you like the taste, that's all that matters. Has anyone ever had sangria before? Hey Forge, how you doing? Who in here's had sangria before? And I see that we're at 2.8 taps. Let's see if we get to 10,000. What do you guys say? We can get to 10,000 in 10 minutes? Let's see if we can do that, people. Okay, this is now full. So what I need to do is I need to get a trash bowl because I'm overpiling in trash so that I can start cleaning up a little better. And then what I'm going to do next is to keep it festive with the festivities. I have some frozen cranberries in here. Add the frozen cranberries. Perfect. Then timer went off. Let's check on the goat cheese. Let's check on the goat cheese. Okay, my opinion, it needs a little more time. So I'm gonna put it back in. Put it in for another 10 minutes. Then here's where we go. We're gonna add the wine, and you're gonna let this infuse. Perfect. Awesome. So there's that. Then I'm gonna just put this in the cooler, but in a little bit we'll be able to serve it. So I'm gonna go put this in the cooler real quick. Give me 1 moment. Okay, here we go. Awesome. So there's that. So there's a sangria made now. We have made a mimosa. We are in the process of making a goat cheese dip. We've made hummus. Now we've also toasted some bread. We've done a lot of things in a short time. Now it is time for doing a charcuterie board. Sorry, I'm asking you this, but what did you do with the goat cheese? Okay, that's a great question. Never, please understand this. When I am any one of my lives, FoodTok TV, my own personal life, never say sorry for asking a question. I love questions. Okay, so what did I do with the goat cheese? I took goat cheese, I brought it to room temperature. I mixed it with Parmesan cheese. I mixed it with roasted garlic that I did the day before. Olive oil, salt and pepper, and just combined it really well. Put it into a ramekin, put it in the oven at 375. I've already baked it for 15 minutes. It needs more time. I put it in for another 10 minutes. I want it to be a nice hot goat cheese dip, okay? That's gonna be for a charcuterie board. So please don't ever feel bad about asking questions. What kind am I using? I'm doing a Cabernet. So that's the kind of wine I'm using. It's a Cabernet. Now, can you reset your? Oh yes. If I absolutely I can. Let's see if we can do that. Perfect. Thank you for that. Now this is, let's see there. Perfect. Now let's start working on this. Yummy. I can come. I mean, depending on how quick you can get to North Tucson. So depending on that, yes, maybe. So is there any other questions about what I did reset the? Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Rachel. I appreciate it. My nuts are probably toasted. Let me taste them to see how they are. Yep, cool. So the nuts are toasted. Put them on the plate. This is for the charcuterie board. So I just want my nuts toasted. Next is I need to dice up some vegetables and a couple other things that we're gonna do for the charcuterie board. Okay, I'm gonna get some cheeses out and some. Okay, so let me work on getting this ready. What's going? I'm in Louisiana. Oh, okay. So I'm sorry. I don't know if you can be here in time. So what is the plans for today for Thanksgiving? Are you cooking? Are you joining someone's house? Hey, bro, where can I see how many pounds has a turkey? So I'm confused. Okay, what's the question, JD? I want to make sure I understand your question. Help me understand your question. 'Cause I don't know if I understand. I'm alone. Oh, I'm sorry. What's your question? I don't know if I understand the question. How do you bell pepper? Because I'm gonna use this for. So in addition to like doing a charcuterie board, I put a lot of vegetables in my stuff too because my kids love vegetables. We eat a lot of vegetables in our house, so that's kind of what I'm doing. I'm alone. So this is how you see when I cook. Scraps go in here. That's my broth. I just use it. I just use it for my scraps. Scraps go in the broth, so I don't have to worry about that. This is good for the broth. It adds flavor. Don't discard anything. You can use it all. Okay. This was turkey necks, lizards, and hearts. What I did before is I roasted it for about an hour and a half, about an hour, maybe a little bit more than an hour, and I did it at 375. Got it nice, rich. It adds a definitely deeper richness to broth. So usually the tag. Okay, hold on. I want to make sure I understand what the question is. JD, I don't know what the question is. So JJ, I'm sorry, I misunderstand the question. That if you're able to rephrase it, I just don't understand it. Hey Melissa, how you doing? So I see that we're at 6.0 tap. Let's see if we can get to. What do you say? We can get to about 10. We are all right here with you. Happy. Oh, cool. Thank you. Nice to see you. Melissa, how's your hand going? How's your hand doing? So, who in here likes charcuterie boards? You guys like stuff like that? FoodTok TV, yes. So, thank you for tuning in to FoodTok TV. I am Benjamin. We have been going strong since 2021. We are the longest running daily live cooking show on TikTok. Every day there are hosts. Monday through Friday, there's 2 shows. Saturday and Sunday, there's 1 show. But Saturday, there tends to be like a 1 show that happens to be multiple shows. Like it's a long process of showing you how to cook some amazing meals on a grill. And I am the Thursday day show. My name is Benjamin. So what I am doing today, depending on how soon you came and how long you've been here, every Thursday in November, I've been showing everyone ideas of what they can do for Thanksgiving. I've showed them that you could make a sweet potato dish that was savory. I did mashed potatoes. I did cranberry sauce. Multiple things I showed every Thursday on what you could do. So I figured today was, since I gave about over 15 recipes with cocktails. I'm assuming 15, but maybe a little bit less, maybe a little more. Um, my idea today is to show you that by now you should have a plan. You should already know what you do for Thanksgiving. Now, if you have any questions with Thanksgiving, I can do the best I can to help you. But I am showing you things that you can do if you're hosting people right now. You might be hosting people at your house. You might be going to someone else's house. You want to do something fun for them. I made a sangria where I froze ice cubes, my own. I took orange juice, orange wheels, rosemary, froze them overnight, put them into my glass, added Prosecco over it, and here you go. So that's a nice little thing you can do as a nice little cool mimosa. It's a special mimosa. I just made a sangria right now that is infusing. You can make, if you're going to someone's house in 5 hours from now, 6 hours from now, you can make a sangria. All that's in here is red wine, apples, oranges, lemons, frozen cranberries, brandy, and maple syrup. You don't have to use maple syrup. You can use something else. You can use a sugar. but this is something you can pre-do. I'm in the process of doing a charcuterie board. Is it so? I have both, Beth. This is a mimosa. This is a sangria. So hopefully that answers your question. Okay, Chico Torres says, don't have time for the board. Oh, okay, no problem. I'm sorry. Charcuterie and glass of wine is my favorite date night. Oh, with the movie. That's awesome. Yes. Can't wait to see the board. Okay, perfect. So we're going to slowly start working on it. I have some cheeses here that I need to start working on cutting up. It takes a little time to do this. I have a lot of different types of cheeses. So cheeses I have an Alpine style cheese. I have an aged cheddar cheese. I have an Iberico cheese. I have a Pecorino cheese. I have a Tuscan rub Fontal cheese. So there's a lot of cheeses I'm doing right now. And now what I did to make my life easier, and let me show you what I do. I'm all about trying to make my life easier. I was like, you know what? How do I have a bunch of cheeses to like have a nice cheese board? I can't tell you what store I went to, but you've probably seen these. They sell these for you, where you can have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different cheeses. It's a flight. Buy one of those. Make your life a little easier. Don't make it more complicated. So that's what I would recommend. Okay. So that it makes your life easier on that. Okay. So right now, my goal is just to dice up some cheese. And I am going to check on my goat cheese dish right now in a few moments to see how that's looking. So give me 1 second. Ooh. Okay, almost ready. Now the only thing I am going to do, I want to get it nice and toasted. So I'm actually going to put my broiler on, but I don't want to burn it too much. So I want to give it a nice crust. So I'm going to put the broiler on a low heat. Keep it open a little bit and let that broil for a little bit. Okay. Then some of my cheese is already cut. Who in here likes cheese? 5 people. 5 people. But every time I cook, it's always like leftovers. How many people are you guys eating with your family today? Last night on my live, some people were gonna be cooking for like 50 people. I'm only cooking for 5. So, but this is more like today's breakfast and lunch for us until Thanksgiving is ready. Until Thanksgiving food is ready. Thank you for all the making this board. I never made one. Okay, perfect. No, perfect. My pleasure. I mean, you can do whatever you want. It's don't. The most important thing is don't stress yourself out. Put on there things that you like that you know you will eat. That's the most important thing I think I would recommend. And be adventurous a little bit with cheeses. Try it, see what's gonna happen. You might not like something, you might do. You might like it. You never know. I would say just definitely try. Great topic. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. And I see that we're almost at 10,000 taps. Let's see if we can get there. What do you guys say? And if you haven't said it where you're from, where are you all from? So like right now, look, I'm just cutting different shapes. This is like wedges. These are like little strips. These are smaller little like rectangle shapes. The point is have fun with it. Don't get too complicated on it. Don't stress out about it. This one right here, I'm gonna probably try to do little cubes. So I'm gonna see if I can do little cubes and make sure it doesn't break. Oh, perfect. It's not breaking. Sometimes you deal with aged cheddar, it can break. So look at little cubes. And let me check on my goat cheese dip. Still needs a little more time. Perfect. Sorry, I should have left it open. Then I'm gonna do the pecorino. Hello from Ohio. How you doing? Who in here likes cheese? Do you guys like cheese? Now I am gonna cut off the rind off of this one. This one has a rind that I don't. Could you eat the rind? I think that's also a topic of opinion. I don't recommend it, but I do recommend saving the rind, using it to add flavor to sauces. That's a way to add flavor. So maybe we can agree on that. But it's just a matter of opinion too. Do you guys recommend eating the rind? What's your thoughts? Would you eat the rind of a cheese? Yes or no? What's your thoughts? Okay. Then next is, give me 1 second. Let me clean my knife. No, okay, perfect. Yeah. I mean, I use rind for sauces, and you still discard the rind, but that's just my opinion. I've heard some people say they like to eat the rind. I'm like, okay, that's fine if that's what you like. Um, okay, perfect. Let me take this goat cheese out now, and I'm gonna set it right there. Turn it off. Then I need to work on getting some other vegetables ready. So I have some beets right here. I roasted some beets yesterday. Hey, Zaretta, how you doing? I have gold beets and like ruby gold beets. So there are like two different types of beets I have that are different colors, like gold and ruby gold, I would say, because it's like a maroonish color. It's not that bright purple red. So I'm gonna dice this, and now so this is just kind of prepping for the cheese board or the charcuterie board, or whatever you want to call it. I'm doing a lot of different things with it. So there's gonna be a lot of vegetables in there. There'll be some fruits. There'll be some nuts. Definitely some cheeses. I also have some cured meats. Cured meats. I love cured meats. Do you guys like cured meats? When I say cured meats, like chorizo. Now, when I say chorizo, I'm talking about Spanish chorizo, not Mexican chorizo. It's two different things. Um, so like salami, prosciutto, and stuff like that. You guys like stuff like that? Are the flavors different from red? No, they taste the same. They taste the same. It's just more of a difference of color. Um, Difference of color, and that's all. It's just depend. I know they stain less, but that's a good question. Are they pickled? No, I roasted them. So when you roast them, the sweetness comes out of them. So they're roasted, but that's it. And goat cheese right now. That's the goat cheese. Has a nice little crust on it, a little bit. But let me see. I'm gonna put that in there. I'm gonna mix it around a little bit. And I'm gonna top it with some parsley in a little bit. So I don't know if you ever had a hot goat cheese dip. It's amazing to put on some bread. It's delicious. I like to mix it up because of all of the fat in it. Because the cheese has fat. There's two different types of cheese in here. Then you add a little bit of oil. There is extra fat in it, so you got to kind of mix it up every now and then. But then I'm gonna add some parsley on top. I wish I liked beets. I never could develop. You know what? Have you had them roasted before? Have you ever had them roasted before? Because having them raw or drinking beet juice, I think it's two different things. Hey, Chris, how you doing? I think it's two different things. Having beet juice, it's that's a little too bitter for me sometimes. Anyone's first time ever seeing FoodTok TV? Is anyone's first time ever seeing FoodTok TV? Let us know. Perfect. There's that. Let's set this to the side right here. No, but there is hope for me because I used to not like Brussels sprouts and I love. Oh, okay, perfect. Oh, Blue Goose, your first time. So, Blue Goose, if you haven't already, make sure you follow us, okay? If you didn't hear me earlier, and so Michelle also too. We beets taste like dirt. Oh, you know what, Rick? I've heard that. It is a very earthy dish. It is very earthy. So, for the ones who first time seeing Food Talk TV, we're the longest running live cooking show on TikTok. We've been doing it since 2021. We have shows daily on TikTok. There will be another show this evening at 7 p.m. Central. So I recommend following us. Click on the notification bell. If you need help to know how to do any of that, please let us know right now. We'll be more than happy to help you. But yes, but also I'm going to take this moment to let you know I go live on my own account, and I am going to say right now, what's up, homies? So if you want to see me when I cook on my own account, follow me right now. What up, homies? You'll see in a few moments. So that is me cooking with Father. What up, homies? I'll say it again. So please make sure to follow me for my own cooking channel, and we'll go from there. Okay. Now let's work on getting the charcuterie board set up. Now there's different ways, different opinions, different ideas. This is going to be kind of rustic. So we're gonna just play it by ear. I don't have a plan. I'm just gonna go with the flow. Have a nice big cutting board right here, right? Hence the name charcuterie board. So there's a board, and what I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna do. It's about adding color, depth, different styles of food. Now, I definitely want to start with some grapes. Okay. Hey Trini, how you doing? Trini's gonna be live tonight at 7 p.m. Central. So I'm gonna put some grapes right there. Put some grapes right there. Okay. Then I am going to, let me see, put some blueberries right here. And we're gonna figure this out. Don't make, oh, we're at 10K? Okay, perfect. Let's see if we get to 20. You guys think we get to 20? And I'm gonna just put some blueberries right there. Actually, that one's a little beat up. Sometimes you get a little beat up in there. You can also add blueberries to your sangria. I'm actually gonna add it to my mimosa right now. There we go. Okay, I have some cute little apples. These are cute little apples. They're crimson apples. I'll just put some right here. We'll see what happens. Now, I have toasted nuts that I have right here. I have pecans that I'm going to put in a line. You might not be able to see it. You might not be able to see exactly what I'm doing, but I'm doing the best I can to show you. I'm going to pile them up right here and trying to get the pecans all together. I have some walnuts that I'm going to put right here. So this is like for my family today. We're going to be snacking on this. We haven't had breakfast yet. We haven't had lunch. We'll have dinner probably around 5 o'clock. So this is what we will be able to snack on the whole day while we're waiting for dinner to be made. So this will hold off my family for a little bit until dinner's ready. They can just come and snack and snack and snack. These are blanched toasted almonds. Okay. Then, here's where we're going to get a little more crazier. I have some other stuff here. Pulling stuff out of the fridge now. This is where we're getting a little crazy, okay? Awesome. Okay. These are olives that are in a jar. So if you're making a charcuterie board, what's important is anything that is wet, put it in its own like vessel container, because if it's wet, it's gonna spread. Like, do you want your nuts tasting like the olives? You know what I mean? Do you want your blueberries tasting like the olives? So kind of keep it separate, okay? Does that make sense? And some pickles. Hey, you like pickles? My family loves pickles. Do you guys like pickles? Let me know if you like pickles. Okay. I have some cranberry goat cheese. Cranberry goat cheese. So I have two different types of goat cheese now. Cranberry goat cheese. I bought this yesterday. It's a Granny Smith fruit spread with Calvados. Calvados is an apple liqueur, Italian apple liqueur. So that's awesome. So now what I'm gonna do, put this into this little ramekin I have. So jelly goes great with charcuterie boards because it's like sweet, salty, savory. Like if you can get that one bite with everything, it's amazing. I actually hate pickles, and people don't expect that. Oh yeah, I'm shocked by that. Taylor, I'm shocked by that. I didn't know that. Let me taste this. That's really good. Okay. I have some more nuts here. We're getting a little nutty today. I have some, these are almonds that are already toasted and smoked. I didn't have to do these myself, so I'm going to just pile some right here. Just a little bit. What's really cool, if you just put a little bit on, you can always add more. These are toasted macadamia nuts. Okay. And let me work on putting everything away now. Okay. And let's see what else we can do. I'm going to work on putting this away. Putting my blueberries away for right now. Okay. Let's work on getting some meats out. So now we get, so if you want to, some people like roses, some people like clothes, or some people like certain gifts. If you ever want to get me a gift, the way to my heart is getting me cured meats. I am a sucker for cured meats. So here's what we have. These are cured meats that have been definitely brine, or not brine, but been aged. They've been preserved and made a certain way. So we have actually chorizo. So when I say chorizo, people get confused. This is true, authentic chorizo. Chorizo is from Spain. It is a cured meat. Mexican chorizo is ground meat, and it's spiced. This is completely different. So this is the first chorizo. Then of course when the Spaniards came, to the Americas, when people meet and foods developed. But this is chorizo. Who in here has ever had cured chorizo? Have any of you ever had this before? Who's ever had chorizo? That's like this. Have you guys ever had this? Then next is salchichon. This is another Spanish cured meat. Then my opinion of the most pristine cured meats there are is this Spanish cured meat. It is amazing, called jamon, serrano jamon. This is called serrano jamon. When it's cured, I pronounce it chorizo. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, Mustard Queen? May I ask you your name? We talk all the time, and I don't know your name. Oh, okay. So this is something I already bought. So this is something like sometimes I want to make my life a little easier, right? This is a sopressata already wrapped in mozzarella. Then I have a same thing. It's wrapped in prosciutto. This is something I already bought made, so I made my life a little easier. So you don't have to get too complicated. So now here's where we get to have a little fun with things, okay? We are going to plate up a little bit. I'm gonna grab some meats, and you might not be able to see me completely, but but you'll see the finished product eventually, okay? And I'm just gonna keep filling in gaps, okay? And then what's gonna also happen? You know what? Because these are standing up, I think I want to get I think this would be nice for presentation purposes. This is the type of style it is. This is where like I didn't have this plan. I am just going with the flow right now. It's not about being perfect. I think if it's actually not perfect is when it probably looks better. It's kind of keeping it very rustic, is my opinion of how a charcuterie board should look. If it's too perfect, it looks like I don't know, it looks like it was bought. Just my thoughts. But, and I was going to keep plating up and keep assembling based on what I feel deserves to be there. Now, I'm going to work on some cheeses. And so one thing I am doing to give a texture and design, I'm putting my cheeses like this, crisscross, so it gives like a really cool look. So I don't know if you see that. There's different like textures and designs. Okay. Where did you get the meats? I can't say the name. I bought a pack. This is where I tried making my life easier. If I could buy something already prepared for me, I bought it at a store that starts with a C and it ends with an O. I don't know if you guys use it. It's a membership type of place. And they already had the cheese I bought. It was a flight of cheese. The meat I bought, it was all together. It was already sliced for me. So it made my life a lot easier. So I'm like, awesome, cool. I have some aged cheddar here that I already diced up. So I'm gonna put some right there. Then I have some other white aged cheddar. I'll put right here. And I'm sorry if you can't probably see it that well, but you will eventually be able to see the final product. I'll put some other cheeses right here. And I'll put some Tuscan cheese right here. What's really cool about a charcuterie board, it lets the individual customize what they want to eat. It's like, you know what? Hey, I can take a little bit of this. I can take a little bit of that. I don't have to eat everything. Like if you gave them like their own charcuterie board plate, they might feel guilty to have to eat everything on the plate. If you have this out, they can just do whatever they want. Now, because what I am doing, I'm making mine a little different where I'm gonna have my family likes vegetables, so I'm incorporating vegetables. My kids love to eat vegetables, so we're gonna add some vegetables. I'm gonna add some beets that I already roasted and put those on there. Then, so this is getting kind of full right now, which is good. This is beautiful. I want 14 of them. Oh, cool. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I see we have about 5 minutes left. So perfect. I'm gonna finish right on time. I was for a moment I was worried. I was like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna finish. And now notice I haven't added the crackers yet. So what I'm gonna do, because I'm gonna make mine a little different. This is gonna be one dish right here. And what I'm gonna do is have a separate dish for my goat cheese and my hummus and everything else. So let me clean up a little bit. Just trying to get my life in order. Sorry. But if you haven't already, please keep tapping and know that you were watching FoodTok TV. We're the longest running food daily cooking show on TikTok. We've been going strong since 2021. We have shows daily. Later today, Trini will be live. Trini herself. It should be on at 7 p.m. So like here, I'm gonna grab a long plate right here, 7 p.m. Central. So here, I'll show you this real quick. This is just for right now. This is just for right now. So that's that for right now. We're still not done. What do you think about this? What's your guys' thoughts so far? We're still not done yet. I still have 4 more minutes. What do you guys think so far? Yes or no? Can I get a thumbs up or a thumbs down? 90s R&B jam. What are your thoughts? Okay. Okay, perfect. Now I have my hummus in here. I prefer to have some toasted bread with hummus. Now, I didn't have pita. I'm just using whatever I had literally in my house. I literally had leftover sourdough, and leftover is a Mexican bread called bulio roll. I had some leftover bulio roll. Perfect. Simple as that. Next is goat cheese. Same concept. This is goat cheese. I used leftover goat cheese I already had open. I used leftover Parmesan I already had open. Mixed roasted garlic I did yesterday. Add a little bit of olive oil, salt, and pepper, and just baked it in the oven for about 20, 25 minutes. That's all it took. And I am going to add a kind of bit more of some parsley on top. Okay. Now I'm going to do some bread for this one too, because I have leftover bread. And so there's that one. I'll show you this in a little bit. Then, last but not least, you're probably saying that doesn't make sense. Where's the crackers? No, we need crackers. So what's the crackers? And no, I didn't make crackers. I don't know how to make crackers. Never really tried. Maybe one day I will. But I bought some crackers. They were on sale. So here's what we're going to do. I'm just going to do a plate of crackers because, I mean, I could try fitting some crackers in here right now, but I'm just going to literally make it simple. I'm just going to lie them down and do this. Put it down. This is where, like, when I say I use leftovers, look, I'm going to show you how much I use leftovers. We literally had some leftover Ritz crackers. I'm using leftover Ritz crackers too. Hey, my kids are eating. So, there's this. Perfect. Then, it is 11:59 and I am done. So let's give you a tour of the whole spiel, okay? Let me clean up my area. But before that happens, I need a little break. Let me clean this up. So, what is the number one dish you guys are excited for to have tonight or today? Depending on where you live. What's the number one dish you're excited to have? I realized something. For my sangria, I forgot to add my orange juice. Forgot to add my orange juice here. So, cool. Perfect. Okay. Now, okay, there's this. Let me clean this up. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you a tour right now, okay? I just made Thanksgiving burrito with mashed potatoes. Oh, that sounds great. So perfect. So here, I want to say first of all, I want to say thank you all for allowing me to show you this. I am cooking all day today. I'll be on my own live cooking later today, showing people what I'm doing for Thanksgiving. Yesterday I went live 4 times because I had to do a lot of prepping. So a lot of people saw me do a lot of stuff. Today I'll finish all that cooking. My name is Cooking It with Father Preneur. I said what up homies 3 times. If you haven't had a chance already, please make sure to follow me. I want to say thank you all for tuning in. I'm going to start off with what I've made, and then we'll end the day. And hopefully everyone has an amazing evening or afternoon. So we're start off with the mimosa. Did everyone see the ice cubes of mimosa that I did? If you did not see the mimosa ice cubes, let me know. I'll be more than happy to show you real quick what they look like because they've already diluted. So I just want to make sure if I need to show anyone the mimosa ice cubes, I will be more than happy to show you real quick. But if not, so it's a rosemary orange mimosa. This is a sangria that has apple. Okay, can you show me? Yes, I'll show you real quick. Let me flip the camera real quick. I'm gonna show you guys real quick because I think it's a pretty cool presentation. We got a puzzle piece real quick. Hold on. Okay, perfect. So the presentation of this is really simple. You take orange juice and orange wheels, you put them in the ice mold, you fill up with orange juice, you put some rosemary sprigs in there, you put the ice cubes in the glass, you just put Prosecco over it, it melts the ice, which is orange, and it makes a mimosa. Okay? So that's that. So perfect. Yes. Okay. So that was the mimosa. This is a sangria. Red wine, frozen cranberries, apples, oranges, lemons. There's orange juice. There's brandy. There's maple syrup. You don't like maple syrup? Substitute sugar. You don't like sugar? Substitute honey or agave. Okay? And then next is the charcuterie board, which is a mixture of a lot of things. There's roasted beets. There is cheese. There's about 6 different types of cheeses here. There's about 4 different types of dried meats. There's pickles. There's Italian olives. There's nuts. There's goat cheese right here that's with cranberry sauce. There is hummus with some toasted bread. There's a goat cheese dip that is hot with some toasted bread. And there's some crackers. And like literally, this is me showing you. I literally use leftovers. This is the amount of Ritz crackers we had. And that's that. So I want to say thank you all for tuning in. And if you have time to make sangria, you can let it infuse for 4 hours before you do it, okay? But I appreciate everyone today. I hope you have a chance to spend time with your loved ones and enjoy the rest of your day. Take care, everyone. Have a good day. Happy Thanksgiving.